People get scammed all the time nowadays, whether it's trying to lose weight all the way to someone else's gambling addiction. Here are some of the biggest scams in history. Alves Reis was born in Lisbon in 1896, and when he was 28 years old, he printed himself so much money that he caused an economic crisis. Reis forged a contract with the Bank of Portugal that authorized him to print a new set of banknotes and approached the company that previously printed Bank of Portugal notes. As the printers used the actual plates to print the banknotes, the forgeries were perfect. Reis had printed 200,000 banknotes. That was worth almost 1% of Portugal's entire GDP. Remember, that was in 1924. That's the same as publishing about $2 billion US today. In fact, Reis had so much money, he bought enough businesses, real estate, and luxury goods to the point where he created a boom in the economy. He then attempted to buy himself a stake in the Bank of Portugal to approve his unauthorized notes retroactively. Eventually, Reis was found out by journalists who saw Reis as a competitor. The extent of Reis' conspiracy was so large that few believed it could have been carried out by a single person. The government and the courts suspected that not only corrupt employees of the National Bank could have helped Reis, but that he also had the support of the German government in an attempt to take over Portugal. Reis received a 20-year prison sentence, of which he only served 15. He died of a heart attack in 1955. A Boston man, Charles Ponzi, realized that based upon post-war exchange rates, international reply coupons purchased in Europe were worth way more in the United States than their original cost. Ponzi figured that if he could work out a way to deal the coupons in a high quantity, he could become rich simply by buying and reselling them. Ponzi convinced a few investors to give him startup money, promising a 50% profit in 45 days. Since the reply coupons were worth so much more, he still was left with plenty of money in his pockets after returning the full price and 50% more. He did this for a long time before he ever got caught, but he was eventually caught and was sentenced to jail time. But he somehow escaped to Florida, where he continued doing this coupon scheme. It's not exactly clear how he got out of Germany, but eventually he was found out in Florida and was sentenced to a year in jail. But then, after checking his record, he was sent back to Germany to finish his jail time he had escaped from there. This scam became such huge news that 2 documentaries were made about it. This is the Fire Festival. It seemed particularly ripe for storytelling because it involved supermodels, Instagram influencers, tropical locals, and plenty of A and B-roll footage filmed along the way. The man at its center, Billy McFarland. I'm not making that name up. He either knew he was planning a unicorn of a music festival that would never come to fruition, or was naive enough to think he could pull it off and couldn't admit failure when it became clear he couldn't. In the end, of course, the festival happened, but was woefully lacking in the luxurious amenities and the $12,000 VIP packages it promised. Social media influencers documented the whole thing in real time. Hundreds of Bahamian workers went unpaid, and McFarland was sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud charges. He was ordered to pay $26 million and will continue to contend with multiple class action lawsuits, including one that seeks more than $100 million in damages. Those were some of the biggest scams in history. I'm sorry I haven't been posting recently. School just started back for me and it's been really difficult to find a schedule, but I think I figured one out, so videos will be coming more frequently now. At the end of every video, I'm putting one of my subscribers' videos, so go subscribe. Bye.